So today we are going to talk about hip hold. As you could just see in the small cut together, it's actually a really simple position, but there's many different ways you can do it or make it look different. I will explain to you the basic hip hold. I will show you some alternations you can do, as you could see in the video before, and then I will show you one funny way in and one way out for now. You can always go in simple for training it, just the hip hold by itself, and same with going out, but of course, you can go in and out in different ways. One thing, which is for sure, which is probably a big question when you start to train it, you're like, it really hurts. Am I doing something wrong? And I can tell you, you don't. I recommend to wear like leggings and on top of that, some pants and on top of that, some extra pants. Wear extra layers and slowly, eventually take them off when you get more used. Yeah, that is it. I will show it to you. First, just the hip hold. So what you have to make sure is that you are really in your hip. So you want to place the hoop just like on your bone, unfortunately, and on this side. So I'm actually not lying down here. I'm lying on the side. So this is maybe something else you should think. The hoop is somewhere here. You can, just to go in simple, you go on the side and you will lift your inside leg over the hoop. So this would look like this. Lift it over, you place it on the side, and there you are. And then, like I said, you can close your legs to a tuck position. You can pike your legs. You can open them. If you take the opposite hand, you grab your foot, and then you thread kind of through. You also grab the opposite foot, and then you pull. So think that your upper leg is pulling up a little bit. Then you come actually into a hip twist. This is maybe the simpler way. So for the splits, it will be the same thing. You go into the hoop, again standing there, lifting your inside leg over the hoop. So you're coming to the stomach, and then you grab the leg which you have been lifting over the hoop. So for me, it's the left leg. I'm lifting the left leg over the hoop, so the left hip is on the hoop. And then I'm going to grab that leg, the front leg, and I try to open up the back leg and try to come into a straight position. So it will look like this. I will put it a little bit on spin because it's really hard sometimes to show something and not happen to get the back to you, so you won't see anything. So I put it a little bit on spin and I show you the two splits. So a little bit spin, hip hold, hip position, grab your front leg, pull it towards you, and pull the other leg back. Number one. I'm going to get some more spin. So turn a bit, hip hold, grab with the opposite hand your leg, come through a little bit, grab with the other hand as well, open up your back leg and straighten. And smile. And then you come out and try to breathe. So this is all the splits and the positions you can do. Now I'm going to show you a simple or a little bit funny going into the hip hold. This is the whole routine. Now let's explain it to you. So I will spin very slightly. You can, of course, in the beginning do it without spinning, but I want you to see everything. So take a slight spin into sitting position. Hands 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Slide back in the crook of your knee. And I want to come into my left hip, which means I will take my left leg and cross it over behind the hoop. So my leg, they are crossed, but my left leg is behind the hoop. Then I'm going to pull myself up, and in the same time I'm pushing my legs down, which means my hip is going to turn. So my body is getting a twisted position. My back is kind of going towards the front, or which was the front before, and my legs are straightening. My left hand is going over to the right hand, to the other side. And then I am having my chest towards the hoop. I'm not going away from here because then I would fall backwards. So I'm turning my hip. My weight is on my left leg. I'm looking at my left leg and my hands slide a little bit down and my left leg initiates the movement. So my left leg is starting to roll over like this. And I'm going to look at it and my upper body sliding slowly down. I'm rolling all the time. The weight is all the time on my left leg. And the right leg is just following along the hoop over there into the hip hold. From there, whatever position I do, I bend my legs. My left elbow is going into the hoop. So I'm coming into a small position like this. I can use, to start with, my right hand. Here's a little bit space. I'm holding the hoop, turning my body in order to get around, taking my legs slowly out, down. And if you want, I think you take both elbows or one. Grab back and come out. That's it. So the most important thing actually in the hip hold is to get used a little bit to the pain. Training it to come in, play around with different positions. And then if you want to do this little routine, you start in sitting, you cross whatever leg you want to have in the hip hold on top of the hoop. That is the leg which goes over, threading it through behind the hoop, trying to stand up and turning your hip. It's really important when you do this that you pull yourself up and in the same time you push your legs twisted down. So you want to thread from being here to here. So your butt has to go to the other side. And you will feel there is one moment when you can't really keep your hands like this. So you have to hold yourself well in order to go over to if your left leg is the guiding leg, to the right side, to the right hand. So your left hand is going over to turn your body. And then you face the hoop. It's really important again, the weight is on the left side, looking down at your leg, while you are having your chest and your upper body towards the hoop. You're holding it with bent arms. And while your leg is turning and sliding over, your upper body sliding down, your right leg is just going to follow along the hoop over into this hip hold. And there you are. And then from there, do whatever position split you want to do, tuck together, put your elbow over to an elbow hip hold. Use the other hand, lift yourself out, and then you end up in an elbow hold. Yeah, I really hope you are having success with this move. It's a simple move, but I really like it. I think it's visual. Be safe, use a mat, have fun with your training. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram, extraordinary.fitness, for more fitness tips and workouts and trainings. And have an awesome week. See you next Wednesday.